In the news this week, is energy from the sun no longer free? Synergy plans to charge solar tariffs. Does late-night trading fuel alcohol violence? The latest research outcomes are in.
And on Western Perspective, looking forward, looking back, the historic TV suburb is under magnificent transformation.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Lowe and Daniel Stanisław.
Good evening. Solar power users suggest power companies' proposal to introduce a solar tariff is an unfair political game by the government. Despite the concerns, the Premier agrees with the plan. Cecilia Faustina begins our coverage.
It's a drastic reform that took many solar power users by surprise. Solar is a free and environmentally friendly alternative, but Synergy wants to change the tariff structure. Synergy chairman argues that solar power costs more to produce, but solar supporters said it's wrong for Synergy to propose a charge.
People that have put solar panels up are doing it for various reasons. Obviously they want to improve their electricity charges, but they also do it because they're aware of the climate changes and what they want to do for that.
This government just sees Synergy as a tax mechanism to get more money into the state coffers through dividends, but that's not what the electricity system should be about.
However, Synergy felt that the reform was not a tax and that the changes were needed in order to help electricity markets.
The Premier also agreed.
What we are doing and what we recognise is that we need to have gradual change to the structure of your electricity bill. Now at the moment, the charges on businesses and on households don't reflect the structure of cost structure.
Other experts, though, feel tariffs are not the solution and the electricity market should be improved through competition.
We don't need higher tariffs, but we do need to open up the market to other players. We're the only state in Australia that does not have competition in supply of electricity.
Cecilia Faustina, WAMN News.
There are warnings extended trading hours for alcohol-licensed venues will increase hospital admissions for alcohol-induced injuries. It comes as new research reveals links between late-night trading and alcohol-fueled violence. Nelson Liu reports.
This is what we expect on a big night out at the pub. But experts warn drinking like this because of longer opening times could result in more of this as well. The National Drug Research Institute has revealed extended trading hours at Perth's pubs, taverns and small bars will land more drinkers in emergency departments because of alcohol-fueled injuries.
It's extraordinary that 20% of the emergency department budgets are already spent simply on fixing up people who present to the emergency department from alcohol-related injuries or other conditions.
Researchers found people were 8 times more likely to get hurt in areas where nightclubs and pubs had higher sales because of extended trading compared to when they had normal trading hours. It comes after the state government introduced longer Sunday opening hours for licensed venues last month, from 10 p.m. until midnight. Not everyone is convinced of the findings though.
The introduction of small bar licences has really shown that I don't think West Australians go out now for drinking. I think they go out for entertainment, social catch-ups, and be together, and that's very different.
The injury risk is greater in entertainment areas like Northbridge, where large numbers of people are drawn to alcohol-licensed venues and are more likely to be injured while intoxicated. And with the Christmas holidays on the way, people are being asked to drink responsibly.
Well, I think we've got to send the message that we can't have that. You know, Christmas, New Year is a time to spend with family. We want people to be safe.
Nelson Liu, WAMN News.
The state government is set to axe jobs at Fremantle Hospital after it prepares a management takeover from Fiona Stanley Hospital. Up to 70 jobs will be cut and the hospital's intensive care unit may also be downgraded to streamline healthcare services. It follows Royal Perth Hospital as the second hospital to be affected by job cuts announcements this week.
They know what the cuts are going to be. They know there's going to be job losses in the hundreds or possibly in the thousands, and they're simply keeping that information away from people so they can leach it out over a period of time over the slow news Christmas holiday period.
Perth is set to host the biggest ever laser and water performance in the state to mark the completion of the Elizabeth Quay project. The $400 million waterfront is set to have its grand opening along with the Fringe World Fairground on January 29th next year, showcasing a weekend of performance and entertainment.
So there's going to be a wonderful carnival atmosphere, outdoor roller skate rink, whole range of performances, food and beverages and so on, and that will be adjacent to the Perth International Arts Festival.
Investigators in the US believe the female shooter has links with the Islamic State after she pledged her allegiance on Facebook. At least 14 dead and 21 injured in an office party in San Bernardino after 20-year-old Syed Farouk and his wife opened fire at his colleagues. However, authorities stress it's too early to draw conclusions that the carnage was a terrorist attack. The massacre is one of the deadliest shootings since the Newtown massacre in 2012. An arrest warrant has been issued to South Africa's Blade Runner Oscar Pistorius after he was convicted during his appeal of murdering his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp. Pistorius faces a 15-year jail term if convicted. The 29-year-old Paralympian was under house arrest after he was given a 5-year sentence for shooting Ms. Steenkamp through a locked door 2 years ago. And on Newsnight from Canberra, Blake Daniels-Ark spoke with Joe Briskley from lobby group The Parenthood about the government's childcare reform and how will it hit parents who are working casually. You can listen to the program every Thursday on Yas FM and online. Every Thursday from 5 p.m. for Newsnight on Yas FM. And those are the stories you need to know this week. We have the latest news on the website. Here's Nelson Liu with Western Perspective. Good night.
Thanks, Ivan. Good evening, I'm Nelson Liu and welcome to Western Perspective. Tonight, Channel 7 has been an iconic part of Western Australian television history for over 50 years